Welcome guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you are interested in self-development, working from home, and entrepreneurship, you are at the right place. I cannot stress enough how important it is, whether we are native English speakers or not, that we really need to improve our communication skill or reach a certain level in being proficient in the English language. Because we know that English is said to be the most commonly used language on the planet. And when I say English proficiency, we should have the ability to communicate proficiently and or fluently both verbally and in writing. But to be able to reach that level, one has to be mindful of the proper usage of grammar, punctuation, vocabulary, pronunciation, spelling, and style, among other areas. In short, we need to improve our English communication skills. And communication is one of the most important skills that we need to pay attention to because it contributes to our daily life. And how we communicate with others either makes us or breaks us. And why is that? Because when we are not clear on our message to the other person or persons, the tendency is we may miss out on the chance of being clearly understood, thus resulting in a missed opportunity and sometimes creating confusion and conflicts. But the good news is we can fix that. And that's the whole purpose of this video and my channel's content for the most part. Now, I know that the English language has many rules, and I am happy to share with you the strategies for each subtopic in little chunks. Again, you may want to check out my previous content inside my channel. In a separate video, I had talked about homophones, which are words that have the same sound. For example, the words cereal, cereal, here, here, ate, ate. And if you haven't checked that out, you may do so afterwards. And in today's video, I'm going to teach you the other two common word confusion problems aside from the homophones. Again, in case you haven't seen the video yet, you may want to check that out in my channel and see for yourself. Now let me introduce you to the first of my two topics for today, homonyms. So what is a homonym? A homonym came from its Greek origin, homos meaning same and onoma means name. Homonyms are words that have the same sounds, same spellings, but different meanings. For example, will, will. Will may mean future tense of a verb, as in I will buy bread, and the other will pertains to a legal document that has a person's final wishes. And here's another example of a homonym or homonyms. Bark, bark. The first bark means the sound that an animal makes. For example, the dog's bark. The second bark can mean the outer part of a tree. And then here we have the last set of examples, bug and bug. Bug may mean a small insect. And the other bug is to bother or to annoy. What makes it even more interesting about homonyms is that they can be used either as a verb, a noun, an adverb, or an adjective. Let's take, for example, the word left. As a verb, it is the past tense of the word leave, as in she left yesterday. As a noun, left means a group of people who advocates liberal, especially in politics. As an adverb, it means toward the left. And as an adjective, it means opposite of right or located opposite to the right side. Here's another example, the word wave. As a verb, it means to move one's hand to greet or to signal something. While as a noun, wave means a long body of water curling into an arched form. And as an adjective, it is a sudden increase in something or a specified phenomenon or feeling. For example, a sudden wave of sadness. Now let's look at these other examples here. Stalk, book, and die. The first one, stalk, as a verb, meaning to harass by following. And as a noun, it means a part of a plant. Now we go to book. As a verb, it means to make a reservation or simply to reserve. As a noun, it means a printed form of something that you can read. While die, as a verb, it means to pass away. While as a noun, it is the singular form of dies. Let's now go to the second topic, homographs. So if homonyms are words with the same spelling and pronunciation but different meanings, homographs, on the other hand, have a little bit of uniqueness in one aspect. So what are homographs, or what is a homograph? A homograph also came from Greek words homos or homo, meaning same, and then grapho, meaning write. Simply put, these are words that are written and spelled the same, but with different accents or pronunciations and meanings. In other words, it's how we say or pronounce them using a shift in the accented syllable or stress in the syllable that changes the meaning of the word. For example, the words present and present. Sam would like to present you with a birthday present. The first word present is an action word or simply a verb, which means to give or offer. While the second word present, which is a noun, simply means a gift. And here are some other common homographs. Produce, as a verb, means to make or manufacture. Produce means a noun or harvest, especially from farming. Now the second one is record, means it is something that you can document or convert or store something. For example, you say you can record your voice. So that's the verb form. While the second word record as a noun can be an official document of certain information or a compilation of pertinent data. Now we go to read. The first word read as a verb is at its present tense. And it can also be read as read, being the past tense of the present tense read. As a bonus, I'd like to add one more source of word confusion problem on top of the homophones, homonyms, and homographs. And these are called sound-alike words. Sound-alike words are words that have different spellings and different meanings, of course, obviously. But what makes these words more confusing is that they do not really sound exactly the same, only somewhat similar. And it requires understanding their meanings, especially in the written form, or it will be a chaotic message. For example, accept, accept, graph, graft, humorous, humorous. Now you must have known why it is important to pay attention to homophones, homonyms, homographs, and the word or the sound-alike words. Well, because here's the thing. If you are unaware that there are words such as this that can cause confusion with regard to our communication with self and others, it is highly likely that you cannot get your message across. And you don't like that, right? And now it's quiz time. Let's see what you've learned so far. And I'll give you all the answers towards the end. Okay, so let's have some fun now. The first statement. Your comment does not or doesn't affect me. My heart is racing, racing. There's a black hole, hole in the space. I love it when you stare, stare at me. She is adept, adept, adopt in telling lies. And so here are the answers to the quiz. Your comment doesn't affect me. My heart is bracing. There's a black hole in the space. I love it when you stare at me. She is adept in telling lies. Many think that English is hard, but know that you just need exposure to be familiar with it. And as I always say, practice makes perfect. In other words, you may want to keep reading books, watching videos of motivational speeches online, and tutorials just like this one that I made for you. And there are other sources that you can find both online and offline. Again, remember, practice makes perfect. So again, I invite you to please subscribe, like, and share this video so you will be notified of the information I'm going to be sharing in the near future. And I'll see you again next time. Godspeed!